People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back!
So the new box just dropped for Duel Links, and well, let's be honest here. The excitement for it has been at an all-time low, with most people including myself only seeing one archetype really worth taking a look at. But come on guys, let's at least have a look at the bright side of the box. At least you don't have to worry about Raigeki and Harpy's Feather Duster plaguing you on the meta anymore. Take that, Pegasus players. Yeah, I don't know why we got those either. But now let's take a look at the real bright side of things. Did you guys want Konami to release Manju of the 10,000 hands? I know I certainly did. Well, we got the next best thing. They just decided to turn Senju into Manju by releasing a whole bunch of ritual monsters that couldn't decide if they wanted to be spells or monsters. Why does that sound so familiar?
Pendulum is now the best at...
Anyway, not only could these cards not decide on what card type they wanted to be, but they also couldn't decide on what art type they wanted to be a part of. And so, they are able to special summon any ritual monster they like. And so today, I bring you the long-awaited return of Cyber Angels. So we'll get to the Cyber Angel stuff later, but first, let's go through the new cards. Bethor is your main source of removal, and will generally board wipe as on summon. He can target cards your opponent controls up to the number of ritual monsters with different names in your grave, and destroy them. He can also roleplay as a ritual spell, as you may discard him to ritual summon any Megalith ritual monster by tributing cards from your hand or field. Ophiel is your main search monster, as on ritual summon this card can add any Megalith monster from deck to hand. When on board, you can ritual summon any ritual monster from hand by using itself, and any cards on board or hand as material. Hagith has one job, and that is to search for your field spell, Megalith Portal, which is a field spell that protects each ritual monster from being destroyed by battle once per turn, and more importantly, will allow you to target one ritual monster in the grave, and add it to hand whenever a Megalith is special summoned, and this is a once per turn effect. Hagith searches this card whenever it is special summoned, and just like Ophiel, you can use this card to ritual summon any ritual monster once it's on the field. Och, when ritual summon, allows you to draw one, discard one, and just like the previous two monsters, allows you to ritual summon using it once it's on the field. But this time, this effect is a quick effect, meaning you can use this card to ritual summon any of your ritual monsters during your opponent's turn, in response to whatever you like. Keep in mind this is a quick effect that can only be activated during the main phase, so don't try to wait for end phases or use this during the battle phase. Phaleg is the final ritual monster, and this guy works more like Bethor, in that you may discard him from your hand to ritual summon Megaliths. This card is your biggest Megalith in terms of attack, and when it's on the board, your monsters gain 300 attack and defense for each ritual monster in the grave. So why are we using Cyber Angel? Well, as I mentioned, Hagith, Ophiel and Och can ritual summon any ritual monster, so that includes Cyber Angels. And not only that, but Megaliths also tribute from hand, meaning cards like Benten become extremely useful, because when Benten is tributed, you may add any Light Fairy monster to hand. This is not only a search for Dakini, but also a search for Senju, which as I explained earlier in this vid, is extremely powerful for this deck, as it can search for literally any card in the deck outside of the field spell. There is also obvious synergy between Och and Dakini, as Och allows you to special summon during your opponent's turn, meaning you can activate Dakini's effect to remove a monster from your opponent's board during their turn. And keep in mind, Dakini's removal effect is extremely powerful, as it's not only non-target, it's not only non-banish, but it's not even destruction removal, and it forces your opponent to choose which monster to remove, and as far as I'm aware, that even means monsters that are unaffected by card effects will still be removed. The final thing to note with this deck is the skill, Level Duplication, which simply replaces the level of one monster on the board with a level of one in hand. At first, it didn't seem all that necessary to use this skill, but after a lot of testing it turns out that there were many occasions where I'd either need this skill to ritual summon, or I'd actually regretted not having it, as it meant I had to expend an extra level 4 monster as material that I could have used for something else. Alright guys, that's it for the talking part of the video. The rest of the video, we'll just see a bunch of gameplay showcasing the deck list in action. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, comment if you have any questions or feedback, make sure to check out my Discord, Patreon and Twitch down below. And if you happen to have $1 lying around and wish to support me, feel free to click that join button down below to support me directly, as well as gain access to a few little neat perks. Enjoy the gameplay!
Duel! Duel!
Hey, big brother, can I watch SpongeBob?
Shut up, Mokuba. I'm busy flagging YouTube videos to compensate for the fact that I have an extremely small penis.
Oh.